Welcome students to your information technology and its application in business class. In today's class, we are going to continue with the practical portion of this paper, and we are going to start with Spreadsheet Assignment 3. Now again, just like before previous assignments, you have to write the question as given in the assignment in your practical file or the ruled portion along with their solution steps, and you have to take the printout of the output and cut it and paste it on the white portion of your file, and it should be color printout, right? So let us come to our class. Now in Spreadsheet Assignment 3, what you have to do is saying do the following in MS Excel. The following balances have been extracted from the books of Mr. Ashok, and the trial balance as on 31st December 2019 dated has been provided with different ledger heads along with their debit and credit balances. And apart from that, additional information have been provided, and you have been asked to prepare trading, profit and loss account and balance sheet as on 31st 12/2019. So the question is, here you are being asked to prepare or do the final accounts using MS Excel. In spreadsheet, you have to do this final accounts. It's plain and simple the way we used to start our final accounts. In our copy, we used to write it. The same process we are going to follow. The difference is we used to take the help of calculators for calculating the figures. Here, the Excel will do the calculation for us. We do not require any calculator for it. So what we are going to do? We are going to prepare the final accounts without using calculator. And the process is simple. The way we used to start writing in our copy, the same way we are going to write it. Put all the ledgers with their balances in their respective areas. Give proper calculating formulas, and it will be done. And lastly, we are going to give proper formatting to the trial balance, profit and loss account and balance sheet, right? So this is what is your assignment 3 is about. So let us start. Now for that, I have taken up a blank workbook. Now we are going to prepare 2 sheets. One sheet for the trading and profit and loss account and another sheet for the balance sheet. Right. So I have taken a blank sheet. Now first I will rename this sheet. I'll rename it as trading and PL account. Right? And next I'm going to add up another sheet using this plus sign and rename it as balance sheet. Right? So now our task begins. Okay, so before that I'm zooming in so that it's clearly visible to all of you. Now in the first cell I'm going to write the heading. Now in our question it was extracted from the books of Mr. Ashok. Now this is non-corporate accounts, so we are going to follow the traditional format for preparing the final accounts. Right. So in the first cell I'm going to write in the books of Mr. Ashok. Right. In the first cell I have written. I'll not do it anything. No formatting right now. I'll do it afterwards after I have completed my final accounts. Right. Next cell. So first we are given in the books of Mr. Ashok, then what we used to write? The heading. Now use the caps lock so that all the letters are in capital. Trading and profit and loss account, right? As on next cell, in the next column, next cell, as on the date 31st December 2019, right? Next, what we used to do? We used to draw the format. Now the drawing part here we will do at last, at the end. Now first let us write the headings. Particulars in the next cell, amount in rupees. Now I'm not going to write it repeatedly. I'll copy it. I'll select the cells. I'll copy it by pressing Ctrl C. I'll leave one column. Then I'll paste it. Ctrl V. Right? So let us make a bifurcation with this. Let us increase the cells so that we can properly fit in the ledger heads. Right? Same way, this is the basic format I am going to use before I start the main solution. Then again the same way I am going to create for the balance sheet, the format. So what I will do, I will go to the balance sheet. Again in the first, let me zoom in first. I'll write or one, okay, in the books of Mr. Ashok. Next line in caps, I'll write balance sheet. Next line, as on 12/2019. Here we require liabilities, amount, rupees, and I'll leave one column for formatting. Then I'll write assets and I'll copy it simply the amount. Let's increase the cells, the column width. So basic structure we have done. Next, what we have to do? Now we are going to return back to our question so that we can take up the ledgers along with their figures. Now, first we will deal with the items that have been provided in the trial balance. Means we know that the items which once appeared in the trial balance means those have been accounted for, those have been recorded and will appear only in one of either the trading profit and loss account or the balance sheet. This is the basic that we know, that once the figures, the items which have been incorporated in the trial balance, means those are already adjusted. If any adjustment is required, then that we have to provide in two places. Okay, so first we are going to take up the items that have been provided in the trial balance, means posting the trial balance items only in a single place, either in the trading profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. So first let us take up the credit areas. First, the credit areas items are less. So first is the capital. Now capital is the balance sheet item. So we will again go back to our Excel sheet. In the balance sheet, so capital it's 70,000. So here under liabilities, write capital. Now one more thing, we require, the spelling is mistaken. We require two columns. Now for that, this area means we have to adjust, certain adjustments are there. So those adjustments we normally use in the inner column, and final figure we put in the outer column. So for that, what I will do, I will increase, I have left one column. In that time also I can do it, but doing it right now, Control C, Control V. So same way I'll use here also. I'll take up two columns. So we have both inner column and outer column. Now in the inner column we are going to put the capital figure. Why? Because we have to adjust the net profit or net loss figure. And then if drawings is there in the question, that has to be adjusted. Any other item related to capital has to be adjusted. So I'm writing the capital figure in the inner column. Right? Next, what we have? Creditors. Again, balance sheet item. So leaving certain space, few rows I'm leaving, then I'll write creditors. Creditors figure is 30,000. I'll put the figure in the, is there any adjustment relating to creditor? No. So I can directly put the creditor figure outside on the outer column, 30,000. Right? Next we have sales. Now this sales, it's the trading item. Right? So we'll go back to the trading PL account sheet, and then on the top, on the left side, I'll have another column. So I'll write over here on the credit side, sales. Now in the trial balance, there may be any adjustments regarding sales return. Is it there? Yes, return inwards is there. So we have to write the sales figure, or if any other adjustment is there, we will write the sales figure on the inner column. Right? Next, return outwards. Now return outwards means purchase return. Now this will again come to the trading area. So I'll leave certain space for opening stock, and if for purchase, yes, purchase is also there, opening stock is also there. So I'll leave few rows, and then I'll write less purchase return, or in the question it has been given return outwards. Oh, not here. Return outwards, and the figure of obviously in the inner column 1000. Right? So we have provided the credit figures from the trial balance. Now let us come to this debit area. First is the purchase, 75,000. So I'll write in the trading, I'm in the trading PL account, so I'm writing the purchase over here. Purchase. Purchase figure is 75,000. I'm putting it in the inner column. Right? I'm not going to do any calculations right at this moment. Right? So I'm not calculating anything. Next, return inwards means sales return. So 2000. So here we have to put it less sales return. The figure is 2000. Again in the inner column. Next, opening stock 10,000. Mistake. It has to be written to purchase, buy, sales. Here I'm going to write to opening stock 10,000. Now I think there's no adjustment for opening stock. No. So I'm writing it on the outside column, the outer column. Right? Next we have carriage inwards. It's trading item. So I'm writing to carriage inwards. No adjustment is there, so I'm writing the figure 4,000 on the outer column. Next we have salaries. Not salaries, it's wages. Wages 2,000. Wages is also your trading item. So wages 2,000. Then what we have? We have salaries 10,000. Now salaries, wages form part of the trading account and salaries form part of your profit and loss account. So I'll leave certain space for other trading items and gross profit or gross loss figure, and here leaving certain rows I'm going to write to salaries. Now is there any adjustment regarding salaries? Let's see. Additional information is outstanding salaries there. So I'm going to write the figure in the inner column 10,000. Right? Next, investment. So investment 10,000, it's your balance sheet item. It will go under the asset area. So I'm going to go to the balance sheet again and I'll leave certain spaces for the fixed assets. Then leaving certain space, I'm writing the investment over here, investments. Investments, it's 10,000. Right? Next what we have? Next we have bank charges. It's profit and loss item. So I'll return to the trading in PL. I'll write to bank charges. I have to leave a space. I have to leave a row because adjustment for salaries there. For bank charges. No additional figure for additional information for bank charges 1,000, so I'm putting it on the outer column. Next what we have? We have land 30,000 capital that is balance sheet item. So under assets, land, no adjustment for land is there, so I'm writing the figure on the outer column. Next we have machinery 30,000 and building 25,000. Now is there any? Yes, adjustment to provide depreciation is there. So I have to leave spaces. So machinery 30,000. Machinery 30,000 to be written on the inner column. So as we have to adjust the depreciation figure. Then what we have? We have building 25,000. Depreciation to be provided on building, so writing the figure on the inner column. right? Then we have cash at bank 18,000. So again, balance sheet item, leaving certain space after investment and writing cash at bank. It's 18,000. I'm writing 18,000 on the outer column, and we have cash in hand 4,000. Cash in hand 4,000. Right? So our trial balance item posting we have completed. Right? Now let us move to the additional information area. Means these additional information items will be posted in two areas. Right? So let us start. First is saying closing stock 9,000. So two areas we have to post. One, under the trading PL account, under the PL area, we have to write by closing stock 9,000, and another area where we have to put balance sheet as closing stock after investment, or closing inventory if you want, you can write, but I'm writing over here closing stock 9,000. Right? So additional information A we have posted in two areas. Next comes our provide depreciation at the rate 10% on building. So let us do it first. 10% on building. So building 25,000. Right? So first I'm doing the calculation in the balance sheet area. You can do it in the PL area also as per your choice. Right? So here I'm writing, not necessarily, I'm doing it in the profit and loss area only. So first write trading and PL account to depreciation, give a hyphen in the next cell and write building right? So in this next column, I'm going to do the calculation for depreciation using formula. Right? Now how to use this formula? Now the basic thing, how we used to calculate the depreciation, nothing has been said about whether straight line, diminishing balance method, and nothing has been mentioned. So we are using straightforwardly, directly we are charging the percentage on the figure. So 10% on building, if we do it manually, it comes 2,500, but we don't want that. We want the calculation to be done by the Excel. So how I will do that calculation? See that. So for doing any calculation, for providing any formula, the basic thing for any calculation, the basic thing in Excel, you have to provide an equal to sign in a cell. If you do not provide an equal to sign, the Excel formula or the calculation will not work or not be done. So I'm calculating the depreciation for building to see whether it comes or not. So where I will do, I'll take up this inner column only, where my depreciation figure for building will come. So first what I will do, I'll put an equal to sign first. Right? So our figure was 25,000. Right? So then what we do, we multiply it with 10%. For multiplication sign you will find on your keyboard, that is the star sign. On the number pad area above the numbers, number keys, you will find a star. That is your multiplication sign for your Excel. So 25,000 multiplied by 10%. So this is what we do. Now to obtain the result, what we have to do? We'll press enter. Our result is here. So what we did? We provided the item balance. Before that, we have provided equal to sign, which is must for any calculation while doing in Excel. Then the multiplication sign, then 10%. Now, if I remove this equal to sign and press enter, it will not get calculated. So, equal to sign for any calculation, for any formula or any function in Excel is must. So, equal to is there, we have given it, then I will press enter. My answer will be there. In the same way, we have to do the calculation for machinery. At the rate 15% on machinery, so machinery balance is 30,000. So again, I'll write machinery over here. Again, the inner column equal to machinery 30,000 multiplied by 15%. Press enter or click outside. Your calculation will be done automatically. Right? So we have done this. Now these two figures we have to provide in the balance sheet also. Okay? So whether I'm going to write it manually in the balance sheet by moving from one sheet, once in the balance sheet, once in the trading and PL account, no, I'll not. I will go for sheet reference. How I will do that means, what is that? See, under this machinery, this depreciation figure should come here. That is 4,500. I can normally write it. But in case of lots of items, if it's there, then it's not possible to go to the trading and PL account, then again you will come back to the balance sheet and write manually. No, I'll not do that. I will link this particular cell with this particular cell. I repeat, I'll do the sheet reference for linking this particular cell. E8, E8 is the name of this particular cell. So E8 under balance sheet will be linked to the B24 of this trading PL account. How to do that? So for that I will write less depreciation. Right? So for sheet reference, how to do that? I will put the equal to sign in which the amount or the figure will automatically change if I change the trading and PL accounts figure. Okay, so what I will do, I will select a cell. My cell is this E8. I will put an equal to sign, and without disturbing the cell, I will move into this trading and PL account sheet and click on this 4,500 cell, calculated cell, and I will press enter. See, the figure will automatically be linked. The cell is linked, the figure is linked. Right? Again, I'll show you how to do it. What I will do, I will select the cell in which the sheet reference, the cell to be linked with another cell in another sheet of the same workbook. What I will do, I'll put an equal to sign, then I will not disturb it, anything, I will not press the cursor, not press any enter key, nothing. I will simply press the equal to sign, directly I'll go to that sheet from which the reference has to be taken. Then this particular cell, this machinery calculated cell, I will press, means I will click on it, then I will directly press enter by not moving to the any other cell. So your step is, you will click on this cell, equal to, do not disturb, then go to the required sheet, take the required cell, press enter, your sheet reference for this particular cells will be done. Now what is the utility of this? We can do it manually also. Now here, if the rate of depreciation changes to 18% or say, let's change it to make it 18%. See, I'm making For your learning purpose, this is, I'm making it to 18% from 15%. On the trading and PL account sheet, press enter, the figure comes 5,400. Now this 5,400 has to be updated in the balance sheet under the asset area for the machinery. Let's go see. It's 5,400 is automatically there. You don't have to do or make any changes again and don't have to link it again. It's once linked, it will be done. If you make the changes in that sheet, the reflected it will be done on that sheet, and the places where it should reflect, it will be reflected there. 1,000 times you make the changes, it will be reflected automatically. You don't have to do it manually, right? So I'm making it the changes to making it to 15%. Press enter. Then see the changes has been taken up. Right? Same way the building we have to do. We'll do it. Let's take. I'll copy it over here, and I will use the sheet reference for this also. Equal to. Then directly move to the trading and PL account sheet. Then go for the building depreciation cell where we have calculated. Select that. Press enter. It will be done. So our depreciation calculation we have completed. We have provided in both the areas. In the balance sheet also we have reflected, and the trading PL account is also reflecting the depreciation. Right? So next again coming to the question, it's saying number C, A and B are done. See, outstanding salaries 3,000 again will be reflected in two places. Let's come back. Outstanding salaries, where we used to adjust salaries is there, we used to write add outstanding, right? So let's write add outstanding. Write the figure over here in the inner column. This has to be adjusted, so I'm writing in the inner column. Okay, and in the balance sheet also it will be reflected on the liability side. So I will write over here outstanding salaries. Already I've written there, so I'll write on the outer column only. Right? Next, so number C we have done. Next, number D. Accrued interest on investment. So investment is our asset, is under asset. So accrued interest on investment means we have invested, there is 10,000 and it has generated or given us an return in the form of interest. So this 2,000 is our income, which is accrued. So again it will be reflected in two places, where as it is income, so we will provide it under the profit and loss account credit side. So I'll write by. Now I have left certain spaces so that I can put the gross loss or gross profit figures over here. Okay, it has to be carried down and brought down. So I'm writing accrued interest what am I writing? Interest on investment. The figure is 2,000. I'm writing it on the outer column. So this figure has to be adjusted in the balance sheet also, right? So I'll go to the balance sheet on the asset side. So here we are going to write accrued interest on investment. On the outer column 2,000. Right? So accrued interest on investment we have also provided in two places. So as per our questions, we have provided all the items and we have also provided the additional items in the two places as required. Now comes our calculation. Let's start with our trading account first. So let us take up sales area first. So what we used to do, we used to deduct the sales return from the sales, that only we are going to use. So how in this outer cell this figure must come, that we used to do. So for that I will use a border so that it's easier for you to understand, right? So this particular cell you used to do, you used to write the sales figure, then less sales return, then you used to give a dash or underline it, whatever. Then you'll what you will do, you will select the cell, then under home ribbon, under font group, you will get the option bottom border, means the border options. Click on the drop down, you take the bottom border. This is what we used to do. Now here on the outer column the figure should come. Now shall I calculate this manually or using the calculator? 1,18,000? No. Again I am going to use the calculation formula. For basic thing, for formula what we have said, we will use equal to sign. For that, next, what is our task? We deduct this two. So I will select the cell in which I have written this sales figure 1,20,000. See, the reference, it is taking the cell name. It's in E7. So E7 is your sales figure cell. It will take automatically. You simply click on it. Then minus sign. What are you deducting? The sales return. Then click on the sales return figure cell, which is E8. E8 is your sales return figure. So what I did, I have given an equal to sign. I have selected the sales figure cell, then minus, then sales return cell. Now simply press enter. It will be calculated automatically. Now if you keep on changing these figures, it will get itself calculated automatically. Okay. So same way we are going to apply for other calculations, right? Now next, anything to be adjusted over here? No. Let's come back to the debit side. Opening stock not to be adjusted. I need nothing is there. Yes, purchase to be adjusted. It has to be, the return outwards has to be deducted. So again, let's take the bottom border. Taken. Now in this outer column, the same calculation, just like sales and sales return we have done, same thing. Equal to, click on the purchase items figure cell, that is B8, minus cell return outward cell. Enter. The figure will be calculated automatically. Right? So anything else to be adjusted in the trading account? No. So now the thing is, we have to calculate the gross profit or loss. So let's do that. Now for that, what we used to do, we used to calculate the normal nature of us. First we used to calculate the credit side. So let's take the sum of the credit side. Right? So for that, what I will do, I will take up a cell. Let's take this. Then I will again put equal to sign. Now here are only two figures, two items we can see. So simply we can, this two has to be added. So I'll simply click on this cell plus this cell. The figure will be before us. This is one way we can do the addition. Other ways are also there. What I did, I put an equal to sign and then I have selected these two cells. Another way we can use for it, that is using sum function. So for that, what you have to do, the same thing it will be done. We can do addition in three ways in Excel. Directly giving the cells, giving plus sign, then clicking on another cell, that way that I have shown you right now. Second is using the sum function. Equal to, we have to write sum function, then open bracket. Now the range, summing range you have to provide, or you can provide the numbers itself. So click on this, then put a comma, then click on this, then bracket close. Now while using the function, this syntax, this is called syntax. Using the name of the function within the brackets, we write the items, separating it with comma. This is called syntax for the functions that we will learn in detail in our next classes. So equal to sum, select, the cell figure, then put comma. Press enter, the figures will be done. This is the second way you can do. Apart from that, third way you can do the sum, that is using AutoSum, where you will get under the home ribbon only, under the editing group, you will get this AutoSum option. Click on it. Now this will ask for your range of summing. Now it has considered only one item. So what I will do, I have to consider this figure also 1,18,000. So I will click my mouse and drag it upwards to give the sum range and press enter. Summation will be done. So this way also we can do. Right? Now here also let's check. I think it may come gross profit. Let's see. Now here we have done the calculation. Now let's link these two cells. Right? We have linked different cells using two different sheets that we have learned while using this depreciation calculation sheet reference. Now in the same sheet we can also link two cells. Right? So this cell I will link with this cell. So how to do that? Same process. Equal to, first I will select my required cell, then equal to, press on the required cell to be linked, press enter. So if any changes are being done in this, the changes here will automatically be reflected. Right? Now let us see whether it's coming gross profit or loss. So what we used to? We used to take this figure, then deduct all these figures on the debit side. So for that I will select another cell, then I will click on equal to this one minus this total figure minus all these items are to be deducted. So I'll put up a bracket so that these can be bifurcated. So this particular 10,000 plus this purchase plus this 4,000 plus or 2,000, then bracket close. So this is the 37,000 is your gross profit. If it would have come in the negative figure, means it's the gross loss, then we have to convert it. Right? So if you have problem in understanding this, another way also you can do, that is directly you keep on minusing. Okay, so equal to, select this particular 1,27,000 minus 10,000 minus 74 minus 4 minus 2,000, directly press enter. This way also you can do. So but you have to write it over here, to gross profit carried down. See, right? So this is what our gross profit is. Now again I am going to use this link, cell link over here, because I have to brought down this gross profit figure. So I'll write over here by gross profit brought down. I'll not write it manually because in future if the gross profit figure changes, the change will be reflected automatically. Equal to, select the gross profits figure cell, press enter. Right? So trading account we have completed. Now let us come to the profit and loss portion. Now here under the credit side, no adjustments, no calculation. On the debit side there is calculation, only one simple calculation. This salaries and outstanding salaries has to be added. So I will select again this, then I will give a underline, bottom border rather, then equal to this 10,000 plus this. It will be done automatically. Now next our task is to compute the net profit and net loss, or net loss, right? The same way we have done for the gross profit. Take up a cell, equal to, or not equal to, yes, okay, take equal to this figure plus this one, enter. Right, again linking the cell equal to this one, enter. Right, let's check whether it's profit or loss. Let's take up this cell equal to 39,000 minus 13,000 minus 1,000. Oh, one more thing, one mistake I have done, because I have not added the depreciation. I have not taken it to the outer column. Let's take the bottom border and add these two equal to this plus this. So let's take up equal to 39,000 minus 13,000 minus 1,000 minus 7,000. So it's profit. Yes, it's net profit 18,000. So I'll write over here to net profit in bracket transferred. Okay, you can write transfer or you can write carry forward as per your choice. Now this net profit figure, it will go where? It will go to the balance sheet. So again here I'm going to use the sheet reference. I'm not going to write it manually, because if any changes in the profit and loss takes place, it will be automatically reflected in the balance sheet. Right? So go to the balance sheet. Here you will add net profit. So this cell has to be referenced equal to. Go to the trading and PL account sheet, click on the 18,000 cell, press enter. It will be done. So we have completed our basic calculations and all for the trading and PL account. Formatting is still left, but balance sheet we have to complete it. Now let's start computing the balance sheet. Net profit to be added with capital, no other adjustment are there. So I'm taking the bottom border, again the same way, equal to capital figure plus net profit figure. Done. Any adjustment here on the liability sides? No. So I will add the liability sides. I'll use the AutoSum over here directly. So what I did, I use the AutoSum. Again I repeat, you can use any of the three ways for doing the sum. Equal to, also by clicking on these figures, plus sign, plus sign, plus sign, or you can use the AutoSum. Okay, so this has to be clear. Click on AutoSum, give it the range for calculating. So this is our range for calculation, press enter. So the total is there. Now this same 1,21,000 should come for this asset side also, but before that adjustments we have to do the calculation for our fixed asset, machinery and depreciation. So put the bottom border for machinery. So here we have to deduct it, equal to 30,000 minus 4,500. Right, the same way for building, equal to 25,000 minus 2,500. Done. Let's check using AutoSum, give it the range, and press enter. Oh wow, our balance sheet tallied. Right, so here we have completed the computation and calculation part, but one more thing is left for this final account is your formatting. Let's come back to the trading and PL account. Let us adjust the spaces first to show or to make a proper visibility. I'm adjusting it, see, by dragging the required cells and columns. I require more space for this. Interest accrued on investment is there, right? Then the amount column, reducing it. So more or less a proper structure, I think it's there. Right, now next comes this heading should come in the middle, right? So the total area that has been taken up for preparing this particular trading and PL account is up to column F. So what I will do, I will use the margin center option, right? Margin center option up to column F. I have selected for margin and center option the total area that is required, that has to be selected first. So up to F column I am selecting. Then under home ribbon only, under alignment group, you will find margin center. Click on it. It will take up the cell space, combining all the columns, all the cells, and bring the text at the middle. Same we are going to apply for the trading and profit and loss account heading. Select the range, then margin center. Same for the date, margin center. Right? Still looks blank. Let's now what we have to do here, we are going to select the entire workings of ours up to this. Right? And here I'll use all borders, not all borders. Here I will use outside borders first. Then column wise, I'll select these two columns. And what I will do, I'll go for all borders. It's better we use all borders for all. For proper visibility, I will use all borders over here. Right? Now still, let's delete this. Now this total should be bolded so that we can properly understand it. So select it, click on bold. Here also make it bold. Now the alignment is not proper. So what I want all alignments to be at the center for the figures. Right? So what I will do, I'll select the amount columns and I will go for the center alignment under home ribbon only, alignment group. Same way I'm going to apply it on the other side also. Right? The figures, let it be on the left alignment. Now the heading, this I'm deleting. Particulars, amount, particulars, let it select all this and bring them at the center. Right? So these figures also, what you can do, you can bold it so that you can properly understand it. Now another way option is there. What I want a more bolded option so that the below this line it can be properly understood. So for that what I will do, I will go to the borders only and draw borders option will be there, and here I will find line style. I repeat, under borders only you will find line style. From here you can take up this different forms of lines. So I'll take up this one. So I have selected it. So wherever I require I can make it bold. Now this one, this one, this one. Anything else? Yes, this one. Right? This one on this also we can apply. Okay. So click on it again. Click outside. Okay. So now, okay. One more thing. We have done this. Again, once I will show you that this line style we have taken this, and the cursor sign changes to a small pencil. Now, how to get out of this? Make the cursor sign again. Press escape key from your keyboard. It will be changed. Right? One more thing. This area also I have left. Again, let me do it. Line style. Here also and here also here also, here also, right? So we can at least bifurcate that the way we used to do it in our copy, the same thing, same or similar type ways, we can display it in the Excel sheet also. So we have completed the profit and loss account, trading profit and loss account formatting completed. Now next come to our balance sheet. Again the same way, first let us adjust the columns as per our requirements. Then the amount column also, asset also, amount column for both. Okay. Next, so this is the total space to be taken up. So again we are going to use the merge and center option just like previous one. Balance sheet, merge and center, date, and then again we are going to take up the entire work area and use all borders. Line style has to be changed. I'm taking it normal one. Okay, so this is how we can do our formatting. Now this is as per your choice, you can do the formatting as per your choice. The same way we have to do it, nothing else, right? So this is how we normally do the calculation in our Excel sheet, the final accounts we prepare in our Excel sheet. Now these amounts also you can put it at the center alignment. Center, right? So this is how we prepare our trading and profit and loss account in balance sheet in using spreadsheet. So up to this, so our assignment 3, spreadsheet assignment 3 is complete. So we are concluding over here. Thank you.